house tonight, isn't it? Have to bring in some more chairs.
I know. I guess it's on. I think sometimes they do.
Okay, it's 6:30. It's time to call the board meeting to order. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have no media here tonight, so we will move right into the approval of the minutes. We have minutes from June 8th from our work session, June 20th from our executive session, June 20th from the regular meeting, and June 29th from the executive session. I need a motion to approve all of these meeting minutes, please.
I move that we approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second it.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we accept all these meeting minutes as presented. Do we have any discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion passes. We do not have any director reports this evening, so we'll move on to the superintendent update. Mr. Pavani?
Thank you. Just to report what I have there, we officially received the grant from the Arthur Dean Foundation of $150,000 for our construction trades expansion here at the Career Academy. We also received from the IDOE a 3E grant, stands for Exploration, Engagement, and Experience Grant, for $217,800 towards our career pathway development, and which will be used here again at our academy. And then Feed the Children donations of 85 pounds of assorted school supplies and 171 pounds of new books for an estimated value of $2,700.50 for our students. And then our health clinic progress, we have, I think it's exciting news on that. We're going to partner with Parkview. We've been working with them, and we are going to be putting a virtual clinic in each of our buildings to start the school year with this fall. It'll be actually not to start the school year. By the time we get through all the processes, it'll be in September when the first one should open, and those will be open to all of our students with parent permission. And the way that would work is the parent would sign a consent form to have it filed for their child, and then upon a child being recommended to use that virtual clinic that day, the clinic would call, our assistants would call the parent for permission, and would be open to all our staff to use as well. And it would be the same as the cost for any staff member, be it our insurance that they're on or their own insurance, that it would be like going to their doctor's office for a visit or to go into an urgent care for a visit. They would bill their insurance. There'd be no payment needed up front. And it's a virtual type of experience, which is really something to see. They have the virtual connections that go on. That goes directly into a doctor in the setting, and the doctor actually diagnoses the same as they would be diagnosing on site. And they can call prescriptions in to the pharmacy of choice for that person, other than controlled substance prescriptions. So it's an exciting venture for us to be able to get a clinic in each of our buildings for all of our students and staff up and running this fall yet. And the cost of this, there will be some grant money coming from Parkview that'll cover one building, and the other buildings would be covered through ESSER 3 funds. So it's pretty exciting and pretty progressive, and I'm really excited to put that news out there.
That sounds great. Thank you. Do you have anything else for us tonight? As far as, no, okay.
That's it for now.
Okay, for now. Moving on to the business reports and consent agenda, there was a list of claims, financial reports, personnel issues, et cetera. All of this was on our board packets. Hopefully, everyone has had a chance to review it. I do need a motion to accept these items.
I move that we accept the items of 6.1 through 6.4.
Second. It's been properly moved and seconded that we accept the items under 6.1 to 6.4. These are business reports and consent agenda. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? And the motion passes. In new business, 7.1, we have the approval of the non-certified substitute and food service handbooks. It is recommended that these updated handbooks be approved. Can I get a motion for that, please?
I move that we approve the non-certified substitute and food service handbooks.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we approve the non-certified substitute and food service handbooks. Are there any discussions? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And opposed? The motion passes. 7.2, we have the approval of the updated driver education fees. It is recommended that the updated fees of $380 for the classroom and driving course and $330 for the driving only course be approved to cover the cost of the program. And Mr. Pavernick, would you kind of explain that a little bit, please?
Yes, I just want to reiterate that what this does is brings the program cost to cost basis only. And looking at the fees and researching it, it came to our attention that the fees had not been updated for quite some time, and that they were not, that the fees that are now being charged are not even covering the cost of the program. So for every student that signs up, it's costing Whitko Community Schools money to do that program, to put a student through a driver's education. And all we are looking for on this is to bring the fees up. It's still lower than a lot of fees in the area, but it's just simply a break-even point. We don't want this to be a moneymaker. It's not what it's about. It's just a break-even point for our school and our students.
Okay, thank you for that. Can I get a motion for the driver education fees, please?
I move we approve the updated driver education fees of $380 for classroom and driving and $330 for driving only.
Is there a second? I'll second it. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. Those in favor of updating the driver education fees to the recommended updated fees of $380 for the classroom and driving and $330 for the driving only, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed?
No.
We have a tied vote, so therefore the motion fails. 7.3, approval of textbook fees for South Whitley and Pearson Elementary Schools and Whitko Junior Senior High School. Can I get a motion to approve these fees, please?
I move we approve the fees.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we approve the textbook fees for South Whitley and Pearson Elementary Schools and the Whitko Junior Senior High. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed? The motion passes. Approval of South Whitley and Pearson Elementary Schools supply list.
I move that we approve the South Whitley and Pearson Elementary School supply list.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we approve the South Whitley and Pearson Elementary Schools supply list. Is there any discussion? And seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed? The motion passes. 7.5 is the approval of Neola Policies Volume 34, number 2. through April of 2022 and May 2021 special updates to our non-discrimination and anti-harassment policies on first reading. The second and final reading will be at the August school board meeting. Can I get a motion to approve these policies, please?
I move we approve the Neola Policies, Volume 34, Number 2, dash April 2022 and May 2021.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we get the approval of, that we approve the Neola Policies, Volume 34, Number 2, April of 2022 and May of 2021. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we will proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And those opposed? Motion passes. 7.6, approval of positions and individuals provided a cell phone allowance. These are individuals that are often called outside of regular work hours. Could I get a motion to approve that cell phone allowance?
I move to approve the cell phone allowance.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we approve the cell phone allowance. Is there any discussion? And seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? The motion passes. 7.7, approval of media contacts for the 2022-23 school year for distribution of press releases and announcements. Could I get a motion to approve those media contacts, please?
I move that we approve the 2022-23 media contacts.
I second it.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we approve the media contacts for 2022 and 2023. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? Motion passes. 7.8, approval to advertise the annual financial report with approved newspapers as required by state law, IC 5-3-1-3. Can I get a motion to approve those reports being published?
I move we approve to advertise the annual financial report with approved newspapers as required by state law, IC 5-3-1-3.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we accept the advertising of the annual financial reports with approved newspapers as required by state law, IC 5-3-1-3. Is there any discussion?
I have a question. What dates would that be for? Where would beginning and end for that?
For last calendar year.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there any other discussion or questions? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? The motion passes. Moving on to 8.0, which is old business. On June 9th, 2022, the IRS service announced an increase in the standard mileage rate to 62.5 cents per mile, effective July 1st of 2022. It is recommended that Whitko Community Schools adopt this new rate. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I move that we accept the IRS increase of mileage to 62.5 cents.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we accept the IRS increase in the standard mileage rate to 62.5 cents. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? Motion passes. In 9.0, we have miscellaneous administrative items. Mr. Pavarnik?
I have nothing.
Nothing?
See you at the
Okay.
fair.
Okay. Moving on to 10.0, miscellaneous school board items. We have a work session planned for Wednesday, August the 10th, 2022 at 4 p.m. in the Career Academy's tap room. This is a public meeting, so anyone is welcome and encouraged to join us. The next regular board meeting is Monday, August the 15th, 2022 at 6:30 right here in the Career Academy lecture room. I would entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we adjourn the meeting. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? Motion passes. We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming. Have a great evening. Thank you.